Hello, and welcome to yet another edition of Revved Up. We are still shooting at the Kampala Serena helipad, beautiful venue for our shoots. Now, a couple of weeks ago, one of our viewers hit us on Facebook and said that we need to bring more of the crossovers on the show. If someone hits up on Facebook, we always bring the cars that they're asking for. This week, it's a very, very emotional car. Lots of tips as all the car lovers in the room, you and I, come and once again enjoy Revved Up. I'm Andrew Kabuura. Welcome to the show.
On this edition of Revved Up, Car Care, brought to you by Shell Helix. To avoid flats, blowouts, or other tire-related problems, it's recommended that you check the pressure of your tires at least once a month. Begin by checking the information printed on the tires for the recommended PSI for your tires. Next, take out your tire pressure gauge. This is a tool that every driver should have available in their vehicles. Take off the valve cap from one of the tires and place the pressure gauge over it, pressing it down hard enough so that the hissing sound disappears. Compare the readings to the recommended PSI for your car. If it is over, let out some of the air from your tire. If it is under, get it filled at a gas station. Repeat this process at least once a month to help keep your tires in tip-top shape. Open air and a thrilling ride go hand in hand with motorcycling, but two-wheelers aren't everyone's cup of tea. Some of us are uneasy at the thought of anything less than four wheels transporting us to our destination and prefer a journey without the fear of tipping over at the nearest stoplight or having to balance a powerful engine precariously between our legs. In cases such as these, it's becoming more and more common to see tricycles replacing motorcycles, especially in Europe, and Honda has released its concept of a three-wheeler in the form of the Neowing. Playing on the popular series of motorcycles with two wheels named Goldwing, the Neowing is edgy from every angle in an almost robotic kind of way. While we might associate tricycles with a decidedly childish mode of transport, the Neowing is certainly no baby's ride. Its unusual design puts two wheels at the front and one on the back, giving it a sporty essence, similar to that of a quad bike. This model has a four-cylinder engine, as opposed to the Goldwing's six, but it is combined with an electric motor that provides extra speed and acceleration. Of course, there is the added benefit of safety, with the three wheels guaranteeing extra stability, as well as eliminating the understandable worry of dropping a bike weighing half a ton. It's more comfortable as well if traveling long distances is an issue for both passenger and driver. Perhaps the world is not quite ready for a tricycle takeover, but considering that the Neowing is only the first of Honda's attempts, it may not be long before they are the new in thing. Watch out, sports cars. The tricycle is coming for you.
Alright, for this week's celebrity on Revved Up, we have a gentleman who does about 5 or 6 different gigs. And he's almost at every party in town as well. He's a very, very busy bee. And he comes on the show this week. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest, DJ Brian.
Hello, salute. I'm glad to be on Revved Up this week, and I'm glad I brought my baby. Yeah?
All right, so Brian, first of all, thank you very much for coming on the show. It's definitely our pleasure.
Thanks for hosting me.
Let's go into the basics, man. Before we talk about your baby, I love Subaru.
Yeah.
And by the way, it's a Subaru themed week on Revved Up this week. I'm sure you've already realized that, or you're going to realize that later on in the show. But let's talk about DJ Brian, the man, the DJ. First of all, you're a technician.
Yep.
Then you do about 5 shows, or 4 or 5 shows.
Yes, it's hard work.
You MC at all these weddings. And you sometimes sit home and you're like, I think I took the wrong career, man. There's so much gigs and so much traveling in town.
No regrets, my friend. But it's really hard work. You really like sleepless nights. You're up in the morning, you sleep late, and but at the end of the day, if you love what you do, and you put in your all, you never feel exhausted. You just keep doing it and doing it and doing it, and it becomes a part of you all the time.
But let's talk about your car now. Let's talk about your beast. You love Subaru.
I don't know. I think since I was a kid, we used to check out Colin McRae. And, he used to do like in a 22B, and we watch these clips, and you're like a fanatic, and the Subaru was the only thing you'd know, even in the games. Like man, like WRC, that, you always go for the Subaru. So I think it got into me. And the first time I had the Subaru, it was a 2-liter non-turbo, but it was moving, so I definitely fell in love.
And you had to get this one now. You said this is more powerful for you.
No, this is a different. It's a different engine. It's a 1.5 liter. It's special, and it's a manual. So that's why I love it, because I'm more in control, and I decide when I want to overtake, I want to do what. I just don't have to, ask my engine, don't do that, don't do this. So I love it because I'm in control. Does
it really help you? Because you have a powerful car, you have a car that can speed through traffic and wherever you're going. Is that when you feel, as a DJ with so many gigs, that's the car? Does it really support your work comfortably now? Yeah,
it does, because I love, apart from all the speed and it being an SUV, I can put down the chairs behind and put in a lot more equipment and carry stuff, and I can still drag a lot of things, without like being disturbed, like the car is dragging over. So I think it pretty much suits my work.
And the comfort of the car,
it's comfortable.
Everyone loves the comfort of the Subaru.
This one is comfortable compared to my previous 98, 2000. 98 Forester. This one is much more comfortable.
It's much more comfortable.
Yes.
And yes, this one is manual. You don't mind the transmission?
At first it could be hectic. You burn the clutch a little bit, but then I'm a hands-on guy. I fix things. So I felt like having a manual always has me engaged. We work till late. I don't want to be driving an automatic and I'm dozing on my way home. Here, every time you're in a weak gear, the car wakes you up. So you're always engaged, and I really love it for that. Basically, I think if you're out there and you're looking at getting your first car, you have to consider very many things. You have to consider your type of job. There's getting a pickup, but then you're not really going to use all that and then carrying all that stuff. So
you get a pickup when you're a wedding planner. You'll be in trouble when it starts raining.
Exactly. Or you get a pickup when you're not a farmer. Get to know your life and know what you're really, really comfortable with. If you're a technician, get a car that suits you. If you stay far, mind fuel consumption.
Absolutely.
Because you don't want to be pitching like 30 kilometers every day, and your car is doing about 9 kilometers per liter.
Crazy.
That's liter. That's crazy. So you have to consider that fuel consumption is very important, because at the end of the day you have to be saving, and the mileage really, really matters, because the higher the mileage on the car, the more it has moved, and the more the parts. So you have to basically keep replacing everything with time.
But finally, Brian, just before I let you go, Subaru. There we go. What's next?
I think from
what's on your mind?
I think I'll get into performance, something like, I don't know, an N8 or an N12. I feel I need more power, but that's dangerous. It's not a car you drive every day. It's like a weekend car you get into to have some fun. Basically, I think I'm looking more into performance. So an SG9, there's a newer version of that with turbo maybe, and still manual. Now I'm done driving automatics. Maybe when I turn 40, I can't do all that. So basically now let's see what the future holds. Probably I'll get an SG9.
So, right. By the way, here in Uganda we call them Subaru, but most of the folks abroad call them Subaru. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.
On Saturday the 23rd of April, more than 2,000 Subaru car fans gathered at Jahazi Pier in Munyonyo for the 2016 edition of the SubFest show. Our Revved Up cameras were there.
I am very happy about the first 2016 SubFest. It actually went beyond more than I expected. I expected fewer people. The fact that it was the first of its kind, but according to me, it was a success, because like we promised, you saw that display of the 2016, the newest Forester, and then we are also in shock. People brought cars we have never seen in town, and I know they will see the highlights and they will be amused. All over papers, And trust me, next year, because we have talked to a few funders who have seen it happen, we are going to hit it harder than the way it was and correct a few mistakes we made here and there. So we expect the best next year, actually, like 5 times better than what we have done this year. The highlights of the afternoon was so many. We saw the 2014, the Subaru 2014. That was another highlight because I didn't think it would exist in Kampala. So anyway, there were really so many highlights that I can't say. But I know people had fun and they can't wait to have it more next year. To all our fans, to all the people that attended the SubFest, we hope you had fun and we promise you better next year. Yeah. Due to lack of funds, less funds, this is the best we could do because this is what we could get from our pockets. But next year we promise you way better, even better cars. Actually next year we expect the Kenyans, the Rwandese, so many people. Yeah, we want to make it wider. And then besides the Subarus, we're going to have other cars like the VTs you've seen around that can really compete with the Subarus. And Evos as well. Actually, next year we're going to make it general. Thank you very much for coming. We were so blessed. And next year, please, come around the way you've come here today.
Right, so I'm going through a car manual, just something all car lovers do every other day in case you want to go out there and buy yourself a new car. But of course, not all our viewers have the benefit of having a car manual. So what we do on Revved Up, when I'm showing you the big cars and the safety tips, we also take you through the cars that are available in the bonds today. Here is best in the bonds.
With the vast amount of challenges and opportunities that the modern man and woman face, versatility is of utmost importance in a vehicle. Combining speed, power, fuel efficiency, and superior design, the Subaru Forester is more than equipped to provide for its owner. The new Forester boasts a 2.0-litre petrol engine that delivers a top speed of 192 km per hour and can go from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 11.8 seconds.
Now, it's a very emotional topic for me because, hey, I do drive a Subaru, but mine is the old version. This one is 2000, first generation. You can even struggle to look at the Subaru badge from a distance. So this week we're talking about the latest Forester, the latest. There's lots of dramatic moments to talk about power, efficiency, style, and shape. Hey, come join me as we stop talking about this 2000 edition to the latest. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here we go. 2000, the Forester 2016. Now this is my car, but it's an old one. Still beautiful, the performance is still brilliant, but now we've got to focus on the 2016 edition. Kind of feel ashamed that they're close to each other, but don't mind, let's focus on this one now. All right, so first generation, second generation, third generation, ladies and gentlemen, fourth generation. Now some call it Subaru. We call it Subaru here. This is the Forester 2016, and we should be talking about all the difference it makes from all the other, of course, Subaru. So many Subaru fans are not very comfortable with this new look, but they will get comfortable definitely. And as always, we are joined by the experts on the show. So join me in welcoming Aldo Mpamia, who of course is the service manager, Kampala Motors. Look, the Subaru fans, the Subaru drivers out there are what you can refer to as a cult in the motor industry. They love their Subaru. You know about that cult?
Yes. Yeah.
Now, do you also know, because first of all, I'm questioning you. Do you know there's been a very big change in shape from, first to this? And do you think the Subaru fans are comfortable? Do you think they like what they see?
Well, as Subaru, we decided to change the shape of the model simply because we wanted more space. Our users needed more space, more legroom, and that's why you see the transition and the beauty in this vehicle, together with the changing trends in the world. So we wanted to give our users a more efficient vehicle, a more well-designed vehicle.
Well, if you're one of those Subaru fans who is still trying to get to grips with the SUV, you could say, or with the new shape, you could take some solace in the fact that performance, the engine power of the Subaru is consistent.
Yes. Nothing much has changed about the performance, but now we have redesigned the engine of this Subaru Forester.
Yeah.
We have moved away from the traditional EJ20 engine to the FB engine kind of engine. This gives you more efficiency, more fuel efficiency, because that is what we were focused on. The vehicles we had before had totally different kind of technology.
Yeah.
So we have introduced new variable valve systems to give you more power, but with less fuel consumption. That is what the whole idea is about.
The interior of the Forester is incredibly spacious for both the passengers and the driver, and it is able to transport a great deal of cargo thanks to its immense capacity. The refined grey color scheme gives it a polished and modern look, and the passengers are well catered for with digital connectivity, a quality audio system, and an overhead console.
All right, now we've got to talk about a few things inside the 2016 Forester. First of all, the seats do come with cloth, but you can customize these ones and have leather on them, so there's no problem with them. They're very comfortable seats, and they have got those stoppers at the end, meaning if you go into deep corners, you're actually kind of safe. The steering wheel is like any other steering wheel these days of new generation cars, whether it's a sedan, whether it's an SUV. You've got all these controls, of course, on the steering wheel. First of all, there's the big Subaru badge that comes your way just to let you in on information that actually using a Subaru. And then you have the sports mode, the intelligence mode, you have your volume controls here, you have your Bluetooth here as well. As well, yeah, it has its pedal shifters slightly below the steering wheel. Now they're very easy to use. If you just want to change the gears, go up, just come here. There you go. That is just putting your gears up. And on this side, you've got a similar, of course, up, which pretty much takes them down. And you don't have to come to the main, of course, gear box area to actually change and have that kind of experience. So it's that good with the 2016 edition. And of course, recently, what's an SUV without a panoramic sunroof? You can open this and enjoy the sun and close it. Oh. I've just been told you don't have to go manual. You don't have to go manual. See, I'm used to my 2000 edition of the Subaru. You just have to press a couple of buttons here and there and things will be opening. Ladies and gentlemen, 2016.
Andrew, you should know that not all days are the same.
Yeah.
And the Subaru itself gives you the opportunity to handle these days and go through these days with ease. The ground clearance is one very, very key aspect, which is for our roads is key. We have the new concept, that is the X mode, which has been incorporated in this model, which means any driver, as with the touch of the button, any driver can maneuver through slippery roads. We're in the rainy season right now. You can maneuver slippery roads, rough roads with ease. Even for that driver who is not very skillful, you know, you can be able to maneuver all through these roads. It has a very good leg room at the back. Yeah, you can be able to sit 3 people at the back. But for those who have children, we have side steps which are a bit rugged. So when your child is getting into the car, it's not slippery for them.
But the leg room here is about 43 inches.
Yes.
And then behind it's 38 inches,
exactly.
which is good even for a tall person.
For a tall person,
yeah.
You can be able to fit in this car and drive with all comfort.
Now, this is the biggest test, ladies and gentlemen, of the Subaru Forester 2016. We're going to go down and I don't have to press these brakes. I do not have to press these brakes.
Just your legs can be very, you don't have to.
If I could put my legs for you guys in the air, I could really, but I'm going downhill. It's this steep, but I'm not pressing the brakes.
You don't even have to, you only have to steer, that is.
So have to make sure you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. I know with this system you're a bit scared.
I'm very scared. I have this feeling of it. This thing is going to get off the road, but I tell you what,
it cannot.
It's keeping me intact. Like, I don't have to press nothing. I'm not pressing the brakes. I promise, ladies and gentlemen.
It's taking charge of each and every system.
You can even hear that.
Yeah.
And up to now, I'm not pressing the brakes. And here we are. And clap to Subaru. So we are going up now. Yeah. We've reached the point where you really have to go up.
Yeah.
And there is something called the X mode.
Yeah.
Take us through the X mode. What does it do? Because now we need to go up and make sure we're comfortable.
Yeah. The X mode is meant to actually help you maneuver through rough terrain without any problems. Regardless of your skill as a driver, you're able to maneuver through up the hill.
All right, let's put it on and see how we're going up.
Yeah.
That's how smooth it is, ladies and gentlemen. You just move up as smooth as you can get. And with the kind of roads in the suburbs of Kampala today.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, look at how easy we've gone up. Subaru for life, man. Subaru.
It is rare to find a vehicle that is sporty and modern, outdoorsy and urban, efficient and powerful, sleek and spacious. But the Subaru Forester somehow manages to fulfill every expectation and more. It is the perfect companion for nearly every situation and need, proving that quality vehicles have one thing in common: versatility.
All right, so it's not lighting yet because of course it's during day, but I hope we have thrown light on different issues to do with cars on today's Revved Up. And thank you very much to all our sponsors because they help us throw light on everything to do with cars when it comes to Revved Up. So we shall be back next week with the sponsors and bigger cars and a bigger celebrity, and of course, as always, throwing more light on everything to do with cars in East and Central Africa. I'm Andrew Kabuura. Thank you very much.